Stop everything you are doing right now. Do not scroll past this video. What you are hearing is not random, and this is definitely not a coincidence. It is pure divine intervention. The moment your finger paused on this screen, heaven leaned in to deliver a massive mandate, something sacred just aligned in your timeline. A truth that has been waiting in the shadows is finally stepping into the light. And in his absolute mercy, the universe is making sure you do not miss it. You have been feeling it lately, haven't you? You feel that strange shift in the atmosphere, and you carry that heavy exhaustion deep in your bones. That persistent feeling that something massive is hovering just out of sight is completely real. I am here to tell you exactly what is coming today. You are standing on the edge of a monumental breakthrough. Chosen one, take a deep breath, a real one. I know how exhausted you are. You are not just physically tired. You are deeply tired in your spirit, and you are tired of carrying the weight of every room you walk into. You are tired of being the only one who sees the truth. You are exhausted from being misunderstood by people who are deeply committed to their illusions. You are not crazy or broken. You are simply carrying a frequency that this world was never ready to handle. For years they called you too sensitive. They told you that you think too much. They tried to put you in a box that was always too small for your spirit. Today, that box shatters completely. God has decided that your waiting season is over. The heavy lifting is finally done. Your spiritual warfare is ending right now. You have been isolated recently. You have felt a strange distance from everyone you thought you knew. Friends fell away. Doors slammed shut in your face. You cried yourself to sleep, asking why the path had to be so devastatingly hard. I need you to hear this clearly. The isolation was never a punishment. It was pure insulation, because God was wrapping you in a spiritual cocoon for your own protection. He had to clear the room, because the people you lost were never meant to survive the frequency of your next chapter. They could not handle the light that is about to radiate from your life. Your tears were not a sign of weakness. They were a necessary purge of old energy. You were being emptied so you could be filled with a power so dangerous that heaven had to train you first. Today is not just another day on the calendar. Today is a divine appointment. The universe has literally frozen this moment in your timeline to issue a decree. The struggles of your past were a brutal forge. You were placed in the fire not to burn, but to be meticulously forged into a celestial warrior. You did not break under the immense pressure. You endured every single test with silent grace, and because you held your ground when everyone else would have folded, the reward is now being released. The Divine Council has reviewed your file. They saw your silent obedience. They witnessed how you kept your heart pure in a matrix designed to corrupt you. Therefore, God decided that today will be the turning point of your existence. The scales are balancing in your favor right now. What is about to awaken inside you has the strength to bend reality. Heaven could not risk placing this level of authority in the hands of an unprepared heart. That is exactly why your journey looked completely different from the people around you. You were never meant to fit at their tables, because you were born to build your own. Today, you receive the golden keys to your own kingdom. Your only job now is to remain anchored in this unshakable peace. Do not let your mind wander to the past, and do not worry about the future. Your breakthrough requires your absolute focus right in this very second. But before you can receive the monumental gift of today, you must understand the warfare that was happening behind your back. You must clearly understand who tried to stop it. You need to understand who was operating in the dark. The enemy knew exactly what was inside you before you even realized it yourself. They saw your massive potential, and they felt your pure frequency. And they were absolutely terrified of what you would become when you finally woke up, so they sent people to distract you. They orchestrated relentless drama to drain your precious energy. They made you think you were being rejected. They made you believe you were the problem. But here is the massive truth that will completely shatter their fragile illusion. You were never truly rejected by anyone. Heaven deliberately hid you away from the matrix. The universe placed a spiritual veil over you to make you invisible to the wrong people. Your painful isolation was a master plan. It was divine insulation. Think of your life as a sacred forge. You cannot forge a legendary sword in the middle of a crowded street. You need a highly secure room. You need the intense heat of the fire. And you need absolute focus from the divine creator. The universe had to pull you away from the noise to upgrade your spiritual operating system. If those toxic people had stayed, they would have corrupted your signal. Look at those people now. Look at the ones who mocked your quiet nature. Look at those who mistook your deep patience for weakness. They are shaking. They are whispering your name in closed rooms because they finally realized their massive mistake. They thought they were dealing with a weak victim, but they were actually dealing with a mastermind. You were quietly collecting intel while they were making loud noise. Your silence is a literal weapon. It is weaponized silence. When you stopped reacting to their drama, you starved their demons. The dark matrix feeds heavily on your emotional reactions. It desperately wants you to fight back so it can drain your divine power. But you chose to become an untouchable observer. You stepped back and watched their fake masks fall off one by one. You clearly saw their true faces. This is why the past few years were so incredibly hard. You were undergoing a massive spiritual recalibration. Every painful betrayal taught you deep discernment. Every lonely night built your inner fortress. You were being closely tested to see if you would settle for a fake reality. You absolutely refused to settle. You chose the hard path of truth over the comfortable lie, and heaven applauded your brave choice. Now the insulation period is officially over. The cocoon is finally breaking open. God has declared that your intense preparation is complete. The people who tried to bury you did not realize you were a powerful seed. They aggressively pushed you into the dark dirt. But the dark dirt was exactly what you needed to grow deep roots. You are now completely unshakable. No matrix storm can ever move you again. You have evolved into an untouchable authority. Your energy field is now completely sealed by divine forces. The petty things that used to trigger you do not even reach your radar anymore. You look at the chaotic drama of the world and feel a strange calmness. This unshakable peace is your ultimate proof of graduation. You survived the brutal training ground. You are now stepping directly onto the throne. The universe operates on a strict law of balance. The deep level of pain you endured must be matched by an equal level of glory. Because your silent suffering was profound, your upcoming reward will be absolutely massive. The forces of heaven have already calculated your divine compensation. Nothing was lost by accident. Everything was strategically cleared out to make room for this new era of massive abundance. This protection was always hovering over you. Even in your darkest moments, celestial angels were standing guard. You were never truly alone on this brutal battlefield. If you feel this massive shift in your spirit right now, I need you to make a physical move. If you feel this shift, type "I receive" in the comments. Do not type it as a wish. Type it as a powerful declaration of your new reality. Let us look at the people who walked away from you. They walked away thinking they had the upper hand, and they smiled while they watched you struggle in the dark. But they had a massive blind spot in their entire strategy. They judged your quiet nature as a sign of permanent defeat. They truly thought your lack of revenge meant you were broken. But look closely at their current lives right now. The deep panic is quietly setting in today. The people who betrayed you are realizing that you did not shatter like glass. You did not chase them begging for closure. Instead, you disappeared into your quiet cocoon while letting them expose their own toxic patterns to the entire world. Your sudden absence left them sitting in total confusion. This is the brilliant power of weaponized silence. You did not waste your sacred breath trying to prove your worth to blind eyes. You did not have to lift a single finger to defend your good name. You just sat still, and you allowed the universe to fight your hidden battles while you were deeply healing. Their false reality started crumbling down around them. They expected you to explode with loud anger. The dark matrix wanted you to react so it could steal your high frequency. But you operated like a true mastermind. You watched their moves on the chessboard without making a single sound. You let them think they were winning the game, but you knew the universe was preparing a massive checkmate on your behalf. Those false friends and secret haters are terrified of you now. They are deeply afraid of the heavy light you constantly carry. When they look at you today, they do not see the victim they tried to bury. They see a celestial warrior who survived the hardest training ground. Your pure existence reminds them of everything they are secretly failing to become. The dynamic has completely shifted in your ultimate favor. They are now constantly checking to see if you have fallen down. But every single time they look, you are standing taller and shining much brighter. Heaven has placed a supernatural glow over your entire life. The more they try to throw shade, the more radiant your divine energy becomes in the dark. You never needed to seek ugly revenge against those who hurt you. The universe handles its chosen ones with absolute care. When someone touches the anointed one, they activate a divine consequence upon their own heads. They are currently fighting invisible battles that they cannot explain. They are reaping the exact harvest they tried to plant in your backyard. Your profound silence was the loudest alarm bell in the spiritual realm. It signaled to the angels that your ego was finally under deep control. You simply stopped trying to control the false narrative. You fully surrendered the final outcome to God. And that is exactly when the heavy gates of abundance began to unlock for your destiny. You passed the hardest test. You are now officially untouchable in this spiritual matrix. The silly lies they tell about you do not matter anymore. The rooms they exclude you from are rooms you never belonged in anyway. You have leveled up past their low frequency entirely. You are walking in a realm of divine authority where their petty gossip cannot even reach your protected ears. Think about how much you have changed in this season. A few years ago, their cold betrayal would have destroyed you for months. You would have cried asking what you did wrong. But today you just smile and politely close the final door. You recognize that their departure was not a loss at all, because heaven was just taking out the trash for you. This realization is your absolute ultimate freedom, but you must pay close attention right now. Pause exactly where you are. Do not let the matrix distract you from hearing this next truth. The enemy is desperately trying to pull your focus away right now. They know this next revelation will unlock the final door, because what happens next is massive. Let us look closely at your physical body right now. You have been feeling an unusual heaviness lately. Your shoulders carry a strange weight that never seems to lift. You wake up in the morning and you already feel completely drained. You sleep for 8 solid hours, but you still feel deeply exhausted. This is not a normal medical condition. Many people would tell you to go see a doctor. They would try to give you pills to fix your energy levels. But modern medicine cannot diagnose a spiritual ascension. Your body is not breaking down or failing you today. Your physical vessel is actually undergoing a massive operating system upgrade. The heavy fatigue is a clear sign of divine alignment. When you download a massive file onto your computer, the entire system slows down. Your phone freezes when it installs major software updates. Your human body reacts the exact same way to high spiritual frequencies. Heaven is downloading massive amounts of celestial data directly into your soul. Your physical body needs extra rest to process this heavy light. You are shedding lifetimes of dense trauma right now. This requires an immense amount of your daily energy. You are purging toxic attachments while you are fast asleep. That is why your dreams have been so vivid and strange lately. You are fighting invisible battles and closing old timelines in your sleep. Your soul is doing massive overtime work. And then there are the repeating numbers you keep seeing. You look at the clock and it says 111. You buy a coffee and the total is exactly $7.77. You wake up startled at exactly 3 in the morning for no logical reason. These repeating sequences are absolutely not random accidents. They are deliberate messages. The Matrix wants you to believe it is just a silly coincidence, but we both know that coincidences do not exist in the spiritual realm. These numbers are highly specific markers planted by your guardian angels. They are divine checkpoints proving that you are walking on the exact right path. The universe is literally winking at you in plain sight. When you see 444, heaven is confirming your ultimate protection. When you see 999, a painful chapter of your life is finally closing. Your angels cannot always speak to you with a loud human voice, so they use the language of mathematics and frequency to get your immediate attention. You are being heavily guided right now. Beyond the numbers and the fatigue, you feel a deep internal shift. You have lost complete interest in the things that used to entertain you. The loud parties and the shallow gossip now feel completely unbearable to your spirit. You cannot sit in a room full of fake people without feeling physically sick. Your tolerance for the matrix illusion is gone. This sudden isolation is not a sign of depression. You are not losing your mind or becoming a bitter person. You are simply outgrowing the small container they tried to force you into. An incarnated angel cannot find peace living in a low-frequency environment. Your soul is actively rejecting everything that does not match your new royal identity. The old version of you is being completely uninstalled right now. You cannot stop this divine process even if you try. The universe is stripping away your old habits and your old desires. It is highly uncomfortable because growth always requires the destruction of the old shell. But what is emerging from this temporary darkness is absolutely magnificent. You are becoming a pure vessel for divine authority. The exhaustion will soon pass, and it will be replaced by an infinite source of energy. You are being prepared to hold a frequency that will literally heal the people around you. Your mere presence will soon shift the atmosphere in every single room you enter. This is your true destiny unfolding. Take a deep breath right now. Notice the heavy tension sitting quietly on your shoulders. Feel that immense pressure slowly melting away from your tired muscles. The universe is about to show you exactly why you had to carry it. Do not let your mind wander away today. The next revelation will change everything you thought you knew. You often look back and wonder why certain things did not work out. You thought you were simply unlucky or cursed by the matrix. But there is a massive reality hidden behind the veil of your physical eyes. While you were crying over closed doors, heaven was fighting intense battles on your behalf. God was blocking complete disasters. Those painful rejections were literally divine interventions. You begged for certain jobs or relationships that would have completely destroyed your soul. The enemy set up beautiful traps, and they desperately wanted to keep you permanently stuck in a low vibration. God saw the hidden danger hovering in your future. He forcefully shut those doors to protect your sacred destiny. There is a fierce war happening in the unseen realm right now. The dark matrix recognized your celestial signature the moment you were born. They knew you were destined to break generational curses, and they realized your light would free thousands of trapped souls. So they sent constant attacks to break your spirit, but heaven placed an iron shield over you. Every time you felt entirely alone, angelic forces were surrounding your room. While you were sleeping, powerful entities were fighting to clear your timeline. You woke up feeling exhausted because your spirit was tied to these massive cosmic clashes. The universe took the heaviest blows. Your physical body survived the brutal transition. Look at the people who secretly plotted against you. They tried to ruin your reputation behind your back, but their malicious plans completely failed to destroy you. God stepped in and confused their language, and he completely dismantled their toxic strategies before they could even launch their attack. He removed them from your path with supernatural precision. You never had to lift a single finger. The Matrix made you feel like you were falling behind in life. You watched ordinary people achieve superficial success very quickly, while you were stuck sitting in the waiting room of destiny for years. But your timeline was never delayed or broken. Your timeline was being heavily guarded. The universe was simply busy clearing the hidden landmines from your future road. Why would the Divine Council fight so fiercely for you? Why would they deploy celestial armies just to protect your path? Your pure frequency is an absolute nightmare for the dark forces. You carry the exact activation key that will disrupt their entire system. Heaven guarded you perfectly. You are the ultimate weapon of light. All of this intense fighting in the shadows was leading to this specific moment. Every single tear you cried and every betrayal you suffered was meticulously preparing the spiritual ground for the massive breakthrough arriving today. The hidden warfare is finally coming to a permanent end. The dark entities have completely retreated from your energetic field. The heavy lifting is officially done. You do not have to fight these invisible enemies anymore. You simply need to stand still and observe the glorious victory. The path ahead is now entirely clear of any demonic obstacles. The universe is practically handing you the golden keys to walk right through the open doors. But you must prove that your soul is awake to receive this massive transfer. The Cosmic Council needs to know that you are fully aligned. If you are really ready to understand, prove it. Drop a 999 in the comments so I know you are one of the rare ones. Do not hesitate. This is a profound test of your unshakable faith. Step forward and claim your rightful place among the elite celestial warriors. Your timeline is about to accelerate at a terrifying speed. The waiting room is closed. There are 3 specific events that will manifest immediately after this video ends, and the very first thing will completely shatter your remaining doubts. Listen very closely today. The universe is about to reveal its absolute power. The normal rules of time do not apply to you anymore. What normally takes 10 long years to build is about to manifest in a matter of weeks. The universe is literally bending your timeline today. Your waiting season felt incredibly slow and painful, but your harvesting season will be terrifyingly fast. Everything around you is accelerating right now. Every single prayer you whispered in the dark is converging into one massive focal point. All those years of delay were just storing up immense kinetic energy. Now the heavy dam is finally breaking. The floodgates of heaven are swinging wide open for you. You are about to experience a rapid succession of sudden miracles that will leave you completely breathless. I told you 3 specific events are coming. The very first event will happen within the next 72 hours. A sudden veil will lift from your tired mind. A massive piece of truth will drop into your spirit, and you will suddenly understand the exact reason behind your deepest heartbreak. This absolute clarity will wash away your remaining grief instantly. The second event is a bizarre alignment. You will receive a highly specific message or an opportunity from a completely unexpected source. The dark matrix will try to tell you it is just a random accident, but you will know deep in your soul that it is pure divine orchestration. This will be the ultimate confirmation that heaven has approved your massive upgrade. The third event is a rapid shift in your physical reality. Resources that were supernaturally blocked will suddenly flow directly into your open hands. The universe is redistributing wealth and energy away from the toxic matrix, and it is handing it straight to its pure vessels. You do not need to hustle or chase after these blessings. They are actively hunting you down today. When this rapid acceleration happens, you might feel a sudden spike of fear. Your human mind will try to panic because things are moving way too fast. But you must command your mind to be completely still. Do not let old trauma convince you that this is too good to be true. You have already paid the heavy price in the dark. You truly earned this brilliant light. You are entirely worthy of this sudden, massive shift. Heaven does not make mistakes when it hands out heavy crowns. You were chosen for this specific acceleration because you proved you can hold the light when everything goes completely dark. The divine timeline is perfectly calculated. You are simply stepping onto the moving walkway of your ultimate destiny. Imagine waking up next week with absolutely zero anxiety in your tired chest. Imagine looking at your life and realizing every broken piece has magically aligned into a beautiful masterpiece. That is not a silly fantasy at all. That is the exact mathematical probability of your current trajectory. The universe is rearranging the physical world to match your new frequency. The old version of you would have absolutely sabotaged this massive blessing, but that old version is officially dead and buried. You are standing here completely reborn. You are ready to handle the heavy weight of massive abundance. Your spiritual container has been expanded to hold the giant ocean of blessings that is rushing toward you right now. But you must seal this powerful energy properly. You cannot just walk away from this frequency and expect the magic to hold itself. Stay with me until the very end, because we are going to perform a final ritual together. I am going to walk you through a powerful declaration that will lock this timeline in place. The final truth I am about to share is the most crucial piece of all. This brings us to the ultimate revelation that they were absolutely terrified you would discover today. The real reason for your deep pain was never about punishing you for your mistakes. It was entirely about forging your massive identity, because the universe needed a pure vessel to anchor its heavy light on Earth. You are not a broken victim of a cruel world. You are a celestial warrior who successfully infiltrated the darkest parts of this matrix. And you became that exact vessel. The heavy power they tried to hide from you is your unshakable spiritual discernment. You now possess the ultimate ability to see through every single lie, and nobody can ever manipulate your pure heart again. Your enemies truly thought they could drain your brilliant light, but they accidentally activated your highest level of divine authority instead. You are now entirely untouchable. God has officially decided that today is your day of massive coronation. The enormous reward you have been waiting for is no longer just a distant promise. It is a physical reality that is locking into your current timeline right now. The universe is handing you the master key to absolute abundance, and the heavy chains of poverty and trauma are permanently shattered today. Your generational curses are officially broken. The deep pain of your ancestors ends completely with your massive victory today. Heaven is not just giving you back what was stolen from you, it is multiplying your divine compensation 1,000 times over. The wealth and the deep peace you are about to receive will absolutely shock everyone who doubted your quiet journey in the dark. You are standing at the absolute pinnacle of your spiritual awakening today. Look down at the chaotic matrix beneath your tired feet. The things that used to terrify you are now completely powerless against your massive frequency. You are the true untouchable authority in your own beautiful life, and when you speak a clear command today, the physical universe must obey your divine voice, because your energy is fully aligned with heaven. There is absolutely no more playing small for you. You will never again shrink yourself to fit into their tiny boxes of expectation. You are a massive beacon of heavy light. Your mere presence now commands immediate respect from both angels and demons. The dark entities are fleeing from your timeline immediately because they absolutely cannot withstand the blazing heat of your brand new celestial crown. Every single tear you cried in the dark has crystallized into a massive diamond of spiritual power. You survived the brutal, lonely nights. You walked through the heavy fire without letting your pure heart turn black. And because you maintained your divine grace through the hardest trials, the Creator of the universe has stamped your name on the highest reward possible. From this exact moment forward, you are no longer waiting for a miracle to happen. You are the walking miracle. You have fully graduated from the brutal forge of the spiritual realm. Your silent observation has finally turned into loud and undeniable authority. The massive reward of today is totally unavoidable, and the universe has already issued the final decree in your powerful name. Take absolute ownership of this incredible truth right now. Feel the heavy crown settling perfectly onto your tired head. Your massive exhaustion is leaving your physical body entirely. It is being rapidly replaced by an infinite surge of pure divine energy that will sustain you for the rest of your life. You are officially activated as the ultimate mastermind of your own destiny. You were never the weak one. You were never just a background character in the story of another person. You were the ultimate danger to the Matrix this entire time. The people who abandoned you were simply not qualified to walk into this massive throne room with you today. You are breathing the rare air of the chosen ones right now, and your ultimate victory is absolute and final. The spiritual war is permanently over today. You have successfully survived the darkest nights of your entire existence, and you are standing here completely victorious. Now I want you to breathe in this absolute silence. The heavy armor you wore for years can finally be taken off. You are completely safe now. The universe is holding you tightly in its divine hands. You do not have to fight anymore. You do not have to explain your boundaries to people who are committed to misunderstanding your journey. The creator of the universe is taking over the heavy lifting right now. Your period of endless struggling is completely finished. You can finally rest your tired mind. Just stand still and watch heaven move powerfully on your behalf. The divine forces are meticulously clearing the remaining debris from your beautiful path today. Your only assignment is to simply exist in this high frequency. You do not need to figure out the complex details of tomorrow, because God is handling every single piece of your bright future. Feel the unshakable peace washing over your tired physical body right now. Notice how the chaotic noise of the dark matrix is completely fading away into the background. You have officially entered a sacred zone of pure divine protection, and nothing negative can ever penetrate this thick shield of celestial light surrounding you today. Heaven is actively pouring massive abundance into your life right this very second, but you must open your tight hands to actually receive it. Soften your heavily guarded heart and release the massive burdens you carried for other people. You are no longer responsible for saving the entire broken world around you. God is giving you absolute permission to finally focus entirely on your own glorious healing. The painful era of sacrificing your sacred energy for ungrateful people is officially finished today. You are now stepping into a beautiful season of pure receiving, and the universe is insisting that you put your own precious spirit first. Over the next 7 days, you will notice a profound stillness settling into your daily life. The toxic drama will naturally repel itself away from your highly protected energy field. You will wake up every single morning feeling incredibly light and completely free. The heavy fog of confusion is lifting permanently. New and massive opportunities are going to flow toward you with absolutely zero physical effort. The right people will gravitate to your radiant light naturally, and you will never have to force a single human connection ever again. The universe is smoothly aligning perfect matches for your new elevated frequency today. Before we end this sacred moment together today, I want to invite you into a powerful declaration. Let this not be just simple words you listen to on a screen. Let it be a binding spiritual agreement between your awakened soul and the vast universe. We are going to lock this massive timeline into permanent place right now. We must seal this divine revelation properly today. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, because your next massive confirmation might be waiting in the very next video. Do this action right now to powerfully seal this prophetic word. You are locking your spirit directly into this exact high frequency. This is not just a simple favor for this channel. It is a powerful physical signal that you are choosing to stand permanently with the absolute truth. You are paying this beautiful energy back into the universe so it can reach other isolated chosen ones. Your action today helps awaken the rest of our celestial family. Finally, I need you to type Amen in the comments below. Do not type it as a desperate wish or a quiet hope for the future. Type it as the undeniable signature of an untouchable authority who already knows the victory is completely secure. Your massive reward is here. Welcome to your brand new life.